Hi guys. So the opening day and opening party, especially of the Ambient Innovation Road Trip, has come to an end, and it was just fantastic. There's a lot of things you can say about Africa, but one thing is for sure: the people in Africa really, 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 really know how to party and how to dance. It was fantastic. So I'm very tired and I'm kind of drunk. I'm seeing the camera double, but I swore to myself to do these daily talks and share the highlights of the day. So here they are. The first thing is, well, the Ampion Innovation Bus. I was expecting it to be this really modern and cool way of transportation, with people be able to sit around tables in the bus and seats that could be transformed in whatever. But actually, it's really another African bus. So that's kind of disappointing, especially if you know that tomorrow we're going to travel for 12 hours to Arusha, another city in Tanzania. So that's going to be quite a challenge. Um, but well, we'll see how it plays out. On the bright side, the African startup scene is just fucking amazing. I mean, I met on one day so many entrepreneurs from Congo, Togo, Botswana, Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya, South Africa, Botswana, Tanzania, um, all so furiously motivated to make Africa a better place to live. I mean, it's the energy that comes out of the group is fantastic. I mean, it's just there are no words to describe it. And today we, as an example, today we visited. The Center of Innovation in Dar es Salaam, which helps young people mold their ideas into prototypes. We watched some interesting presentations, and we also debated on the problems that people have here in Africa. And there was one problem in particular that really fascinated me, and that's the fact that on a daily basis people die simply because they are treated by people who claim to be a doctor, but are actually not a doctor. They're completely unqualified. There's this story in the news today that a guy is claiming to be a gynecologist and he's trying to deliver babies to the world for the money, but the majority of baby obviously dies because the guy is not a doctor. He's totally not qualified to do that. And I think with the experience that we have in Europe, connecting patients with doctors, that's a problem that we can really help try to solve. So I'm looking forward to dig into that in the coming days. Africa is, by the way, becoming a very interesting market. And the economy is growing 5% each year on average. And you really notice it at the opening party. There were a lot of guys from European companies. There was the ambassador of Germany. And they're sponsoring this road trip because they want to observe and potentially identify new ideas that might offer an opportunity to gain market share here, especially now that Asian markets are slowing down. European companies are looking at Africa as the next big thing. So it's interesting to see and watch how that will play out. And lastly, there's this, well, every time I talk to people here, although sometimes it seems that they don't have much material wealth, and they always have a lot of wisdom. And I'm gonna look at my notes because I noted down the quote. But there was one quote: "You can only transmit what is within you. You can only love someone else if you love yourself." And with that quote, I hope I didn't go too deep with it, but for me, it's the ideal quote to end the day and to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and for another uh, inspiring day. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.